Hello everyone, myself Amit Kumar Mane, a founder from Global Pharma Group. So I welcome you all in this video, and in this video we are going to discuss about how to export active pharmaceutical ingredient from India to other countries. So API, active pharmaceutical ingredient, is what actually it is needed and how it plays the role. So whenever any medicine is manufactured, API is must. Okay, with API there are other substitute like binder, filler or stabilizer, but API is the very important content. So based on the API, efficiency of the medicine should be checked, and even in the certification of analysis, API are checked. So the content of API is very important, and API plays important role while manufacturing any medicine. So like let us say in the paracetamol, if you manufacture, so paracetamol API is there, and along with that binder, filler and stabilizer, which is for rare like proportion, but mostly there is API in the content. So every company whenever manufacture any medicine, they needed API anyhow. So how India can export? Yes, India exporting lot of the countries, like you can say US, UK, then European countries, then emerging markets, semi-regulated, regulated market. We are exporting lot of APIs. So in this video we are going to discuss what are the documentation required for exporting API, which countries are there where API is mostly exporting, then which are the Indian companies where they are doing exporting the API, and at the end the opportunities and challenges. So this video will be very helpful to all people who wish to start API export. But before starting the video, I would like to tell you, if you want to know everything about the pharmaceutical export business, how to start, how to grow, the documentation, regulatory compliances, everything, okay, buyers communication, buyer connection, market research, then you can join our 1 month workshop on pharmaceutical export business management, where you will learn everything, and this batch will start from the 10 February 2026. Very few time left. If you want to know more about our training program, just fill the Google form given in the description or call to this number. Let's get start. Here I am told you first the documentation required from Government of India for API export. So the first is company and manufacturing site document. It includes manufacturing licenses like Form 25, 28 or equivalent. Then the GMP certification. It depends on the country, like US FDA for US, then EU GMP for EU, and rest of the countries like WHO GMP needed as applicable. Okay. Then COPP certification of pharmaceutical product. Then GMP compliance certification also needed from drug authority. Then factory registration certification needed. And if you are a merchant exporter, also you can able to export. So IEC is again needed, GST registration is needed, and MSME or Udyam is also needed whenever required. So see, in pharmaceutical, the registration part is very important. So you have to register your API also before actual exporting API to that country. So what are the documentation required for registration of the API? So here first is a drug master file, which is CTD format mostly, but in case of the Asian countries, ACTD will be used. Then US DMF or EU ASMF or country specific DMF is needed. Then certification of suitability in case of the Europe export. Then product permission, manufacturing approval. Then stability data is needed, and some validation document are needed, such as process validation, cleaning validation, method validation. And whenever you are exporting any API, some documents are needed as per the shipment, which are as follows, like certification of analysis, batch manufacturing record, certification of origin, MSDS, that means material safety data sheet, then TSE or BSE certification whenever applicable, residual solvent statement, then genotoxic impurity or nitrosamine declaration whenever applicable. Then we are going to discuss about the country specific. In case of the USA, what are the additional document? Europe, what are the additional document? In case of UK, what are the additional document needed? And what are the other countries? What are the additional document for other countries as well? So in USA, US FDA DMF needed, US FDA plant registration needed, FDA prior notices needed, and C GMP compliances is needed. Okay. Then in case of Europe, active substance master file is needed, EU GMP is needed, and authorized like NOC is needed from the Government of India. Then in case of UK, MHRA approval is also needed, okay, because it is the regulatory body of the UK. And in case of the other countries, okay, like rest of these countries, Product registration is must. Free sale certification is also needed. In case whenever local authority certification needed, you will need to submit it. Okay, so this is all about the product registration details. But if you want to export any special product, for example narcotic drug, hormonal preparations, okay, or even antibiotic, you needed an additional document as well. From government, CDSCO that NOC is needed, NDPS NOC is also needed, and export NOC is needed. So this is all the NOC which are needed, no objection certificate from the government of India. Now we are going to discuss the top countries where export is done in API from India. So it includes first US, like $1,145 million export is there, around 23.5% contribution of US. Then Germany $482.3 million, 9.9% contribution. Then Netherlands $401.6 million, 8.2% contribution. Then in China $365 million, 7.5% contribution. Then in Brazil $334.8 million, 6.9% contribution. Then in United Kingdom $302 million, like 6.2% contribution. Then in Italy $288.7 million, around 6% contribution. And in Japan $241.4 million, around 5% contribution is there. Now we are discussing about the top countries who export API to the other countries from India itself. Like here Dr. Reddy's, who export oncology, cardiovascular, okay, then central nervous system related medicines, and it is working, they are working on regulated markets. In Sun Pharmaceutical, second one, which is the highest API manufacturer in India, exporting API globally. Then Divi's Lab, again Aurobindo Pharmaceuticals, then IPCA Laboratories, then Alembic Pharmaceuticals, then Cipla Limited. In Cipla, respiratory, oncology, anti-infective APIs are mostly exported. In Lupin are worked mostly on regulated and semi-regulated. Then Newland Laboratories, it include the peptide API, the advanced intermediate APIs, they are exporting. Then BioAltus Pharmaceutical, they are working in North America, Europe, Africa and Asia Pacific. Then Jatan Export is also there in this list. After that, we are going to discuss about the challenges in the API. So first one is the like key starting material is required from the other countries most of the time to us. So dependencies there in other countries, that is the first challenge. Then stringent regulatory requirements. In case if you are exporting as a merchant, you need a documentation from manufacturer, and in case of the, even you see here, US has additional requirement, UK has additional requirement, Europe has additional requirement, so you need to fulfill that requirement. So regulatory hurdles is there. Next one, price competition. Price competition always there. In case of manufacturing, the prices should be different, merchant prices should be different, so you need to match as per the buyer's requirement. Then environmental applications are there, environmental control should be there in your API, because it is temperature sensitive material. Even logistics supply is also one of the challenging part you need to maintain throughout. In documentation, registration, lot of document and registration required, as I say earlier. And at the end, quality tests are also needed. Okay, so every quality test has to be passed by your product. So these are the challenges in the API export, but there are many opportunities as well. Here we are, as in India, we are growing in most of the market. Around 200 countries we are exporting APIs. So like including US, UK, Europe, okay, and other countries also. Even emerging market like Vietnam, like Latin America, MENA countries, Gulf countries, we are again exporting these APIs. And apart from that, government incentives are also there. It called product linked incentive, which is for the manufacturer. Okay, you can take additional advantage of this as well. Then bulk drug parks are there. Bulk drug parks are like even in Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, in some of the areas in the India, there are some like industrial area where manufacturing cost is low. So for manufacturer, for manufacturing API is lower for under this scheme. And again, veterinary API is also demanded. So in India, they are also exported many. So as per their data, so API is growing segment. You can also build the business in this segment. So I hope you completely understood how to export API from India to the other countries. If you still have any query, any doubt, kindly ask in the comment box. But if you want to join our 1-month workshop on pharmaceutical export business management. Kindly fill the Google form given in the description or call to this number or visit our website as well. Thanks for watching this video. And if you like this video, like the content, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video to your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you. All the best.